श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहनाववतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So Garuda was saying, Vainateya was saying all these stories, and he was saying this is the situation. So येन स्यात् लघुतावाच पीडा चित्ते प्रभो क्वचित् प्राणत्यागेपि तत्कर्म न कुर्यात् कुलसेवकः. Person, see, I would have done that myself. I would have killed him myself. But the problem is, I would have destroyed him myself. But the problem is, I should not, being a good servant, the definition for a good servant is, he should not do such a thing which will bring pain to the master or will make his position weaker. So that is what that is why I didn't do it. Tachrutva Bhagavan, after hearing this, Bhagavan says, Vishnu says, Bho Vainateya, oh Mr. Vainateya, he is giving him respect. Satyam abhitam bhavata, sir, what you said is right. Uktañca, because it is said, bhṛtyāparādhajo daṇḍaḥ svāmino jāyate yataḥ tena lajjāpi tasyotthā na bhṛtyasya tathā punaḥ. bhṛtyāparādhajo daṇḍaḥ svāmino jāyate yataḥ tena lajjāpi tasyotthā na bhṛtyasya tathā punaḥ. bhṛtyāparādhajo, bhṛtya, servant, aparādha, mistake, jatam, that which is generated, that which is born, that which is born out of that daṇḍaḥ, that daṇḍaḥ means punishment, that punishment which is born out of the mistake of the servant, svāmino jāyate, goes to the master. Why? Because yataḥ, because tena tasyotthā lajjāpi, for the master alone, the shyness which takes place because of that punishment takes place, happens. See, na bhṛtyasya va punaḥ tathā punaḥ, the servant, for the servant there is no shyness in that. Why? See, we can see people in very low strata or people in very high strata, they are not worried about anything, they don't feel shy about anything. But in between people, they are the people who are put to shame. So he says, they don't feel any shame. Who? The servants. But it puts the master in shame. Oh, I in my presence, this fellow did such a wrong thing. In my presence, in your absence, if the servant does something that is not possible, you cannot prevent it. But in your presence, if he is doing it, then that's a problem, right? So tadāgaccha. Let's go. I told you, you can take someone, right? He said that, right? Let him, ask him to take someone as his vehicle today. I am not in a mood to come. That's what he said, Garuda said. So he says, tadāgaccha. Vishnu says, tadāgaccha, let's go. Where? yenāṇḍāni samudrādādāya ṭiṭṭibhaṃ sambhāvayāvaḥ. We'll present the eggs after taking it from the ocean. After retrieving it from the ocean, we'll give it. amarāvatīṃ gacchāvaḥ, and we'll go to Amaravati also. After doing this, after doing your job, we'll have to go to Amaravati. Let's go. Come. He didn't say, let's go to Amaravati. He said, first, let's get your job done. After finishing that, we'll go to Amaravati. Okay? Deal? Okay, let's go. tathānuṣṭhite. After they did that meeting, they came to the ocean. Garuda picked him up. He brought him to the ocean. Now there, samudro tathānuṣṭhite, samudraha bhagavatā nirbhartsyāgneyaṃ śaraṃ sandhyāyābhihitaḥ. Bhagavatā, by Lord, by Vishnu, nirbhartsya, by making a loud noise, like that, he was threatening him. Agneyaṃ śaraṃ sandhyāya, and he started fitting the bow in the arrow. What kind of bow? It's not a normal bow. Agneyaṃ śaraṃ. It's a bow which produces fire. Agni, that which makes Agni. Fire is Agneyaṃ. Okay? So Agneyaṃ śaraṃ. He connected the Agneyaṃ śaraṃ and he started saying, abhitaḥ, samudro abhitaḥ. He told the ocean. Why Agneya Sharam? See, Bhagavan has multiple different powered instruments, arrows, but still he used fire arrow. Why? Because fire is that which is enemy to water. So it will dry up the water. So he started shouting and said, "Oh durātman, oh you bad fellow, dīyantāṃ ṭiṭṭibhaṃ, no cetsthalatāṃ tvam nayāmi. Give back the eggs of this ṭiṭṭibha bird. Otherwise, I will throw you away from your place. Meaning, I will destroy you. Meaning, I will dry you up. tathā samudrena sabhayena ṭiṭṭibhaṃ tāni pradattani." So, samudra sabhayena. See, there are two words. Samudrena sabhayena. Samudrena is one word. Samudrena. Sabhayena. It is two words actually. Sabhayena, not sabhayena. Sabhayena. Sa is for saha. Saha bhayena iti sabhayena. Okay. Sahe saha. That is a sutra. Saha is replaced with sa. Sabhayena. So, with fear, samudra, the ocean, gave the ṭiṭṭibha's eggs. And ṭiṭṭibhenapi bhāryaye samarpitani. And Bhagavan gave it to ṭiṭṭibha. And ṭiṭṭibha, the male ṭiṭṭibha, he gave it to his wife. ato'haṃ brevimi. That's why I am saying. Who is this I? Here the I is not ṭiṭṭibha, ṭiṭṭibhi, etc. The I here is a Damanaka. Damanaka is telling Sanjivaka. Because Sanjivaka asked for his advice. Okay, you are being my friend. Tell me what should I do. So he is telling that. ato'haṃ brevimi. That's why I am saying. I, Damanaka, I am saying. Shatror balam avijñāya. Without knowing the power of enemy, you should never enter a fight. Tasmāt purushena udyamo na tyajyah. Therefore, a person should never give up his efforts. Tadāgaccha sanjivakah tameva bhūyo'pi pracha. After hearing this, Sanjivaka again asked him another question. Bho mitra, dear friend, katham jñeyo mayā'sau dushta buddhiriti. How can I find that this fellow is a bad fellow, bad person? How can I find it out? Iyantam kalam yavad uttrotra snehena prasadena cha aham drushtah na kadachit tad vikriti drishta. Iyantam kalam, till now, uttrotra snehena, till now, till this period, the friendship I'm seeing is growing each day. Uttrotrena. Uttrotra snehena. The friendship is growing each day. The love is growing each day. Not just that. Prasadena. He is gifting me also many things. That's also his grace also is growing more. In this situation, amdrashta, that is what I have been seeing. Na kadachit tad vikriti drishta. I have never seen him in a different mode. Tad kathyatāṃ yena aham atmarakshartam tad vadāya udyam karomi. Therefore, tell me, how can I find this person to be an evil person? How will I find that this fellow is an evil fellow? Because I can protect myself and I can put effort to destroy him also. Udyamam tad vadāya karomi. I will put effort to kill him. Damanaka says, Bhadra, dear, kimatra jñeyam. What's there to know? Yeshate pratyaya. You can just understand it easily. Pratyaya, knowledge, means you can understand it easily. What's there to know? Why? Why do you say like that? If you ask, this is Yadi rakta netraha trishikam brukutim dadanaha sirkni parilelihan tvam drishta bhavati tad dushta buddhi. Anyatha sukha prasadascheti. Suprasadascheti. So simple. Yadi rakta netra, if his eyes are red, trishikam brukutim is if his eyebrows are tilted like a mountain. Srikni parilelihan, and if he is licking his lips, tvam drishtva, seeing you, if these things happen, bhavati, tvam drishtva bhavati, if these things happen after seeing you, tad dushta buddhi. He is an evil person. Anyatha, otherwise, suprasadascheti. He is happy towards you. Understand that. The moment you see someone, when you are happy, your eyebrow becomes an arch. But if you are angry towards a person, if you don't like him, then it becomes this is samudrika lakshana. These things are noted. Your eyebrows become like a mountain. Not just that, there are stripes in between the eyebrows also, right? Your skin shrinks. Now, this you can understand. Tadāgaccha, give me leave. Swāshṛayam pratigacchami. I will go to my place. Okay. Tvaya cha yatha ayam mantra vedo na bhavati tatha karyam. But before going, I will tell you one thing. You have to do whatever you do that. But please do take care that this secret, mantra vedaha, this secret is not revealed. Just take care of that. Okay. Yedi nishamukam prapya gantum shaknoshi tad deshatyagarya. But before going, I will tell you, if you can find an opportunity to leave this place at night, you have to do that. Take that opportunity and leave this place. Yataḥ, because त्यजेद एकम कुलस्यार्थे ग्रामस्यार्थे कुलं त्यजेद ग्रामं जनपदस्यार्थे आत्मार्थे पृथ्वीं त्यजेद त्यजेद एकम कुलस्यार्थे ग्रामस्यार्थे कुलं त्यजेत ग्रामं जनपदस्यार्थे आत्मार्थे पृथ्वीं त्यजेत. This advice also was already given. So he says tyajet kulasyarthe. You will remember this. Kulasyarthe tyajet ekam. For the sake of a family, you can give up one. Gramasyarthe kulam tyajet. For the sake of a village, you can give up a family. Gramam janapadasyarthe. For sake of a city, you can give up a village. Atmarthe prithvim tyajet. For the sake of oneself, you can give up everything. Apadarthe dhanam rakshe dharan rakshe dhanairapi atmanam satadam rakshe dharai api dhanairapi. Apadarthe dhanam rakshet dharan rakshet dhanairapi atmanam satadam rakshet dharaihi api dhanaihi api. Apadarthe dhanam rakshet. Apadarthe, emergency. For the sake of emergency, dhanam rakshet. Protect money means save money. This is what people didn't do. That they understood during the corona period. That is the emergency, right? So they were swiping, and suddenly they found themselves to be in debt, not having any money in the bank. Previous, the old generation, they used to say, save. And the next generation, the Y generation, Z generation, whatever generation, they have only the idea to spend, not earn or save. Okay, now he's apadarthe dhanam rakshet. For the sake of emergency, save money. Okay, I have saved money, but ladies or wife in problem. So dharan rakshet dhanirapi. Even if you lose money, protect your wife. Okay, now atmanam satadera. The lady, wife or lady. Okay, atmanam satadam rakshet dhairapi dhanairapi. Protect yourself. Even by giving up the money and the wife, ladies, etc. Okay, meaning he said earlier, you can give up the whole world for the self. I'm not going to bring in Vedantic idea here because it's kids teaching. So you should have to be ready to give up anything to protect yourself. That is the idea. Bhagavatā abhibhūtasya videshagamanam tad anupravesho va nitihi. So the best policy, niti, the best policy is Bhagavatā. When Bhagavatā abhibhūtasya, when you are attacked by a very strong person, the best policy is videshagamanam, run away from that place, go to another place. Va, or tad anupravesha, surrender to him. These are the only two ways. Earlier he said, either you run away or stay put in your fort, don't come out. So he is giving a different policy. Tad deshatyaga karya. Therefore, you have to leave this place. Surrender is not an option for you now. So leave this place. Otherwise, Atma samadhibihi upayihi abhirakshaniyaha. You have to protect yourself through the sama, etc. means. Sama, dana, bheda, danda. We have seen this. Sama by making a peace. Dana by giving gifts. Bheda by separating, keeping yourself away from the other person. And danda by punishing. These are the four means. By that, you have to protect yourself. Uktañca, because it is said. अपि पुत्रकलत्रैर्वा प्राणान् रक्षेत् पंडितः विद्यमानैर्यतः तैः स्यात् सर्वं भूयोऽपि देहिनाम्. अपि पुत्रकलत्रैः वा प्राणान् रक्षेत् पंडितः विद्यमानैः यतः तैः स्यात् सर्वं भूयोऽपि देहिनाम्. अपि प्राणान् रक्षेत् पंडितः प्राणान् रक्षेत् पुत्रकलत्रैः. A person should protect his life even by giving up the wife, kids, etc. Spouse, kids, etc. Let's put it like that. Spouse, kalatrahi, spouse, kids, etc. One should have to protect oneself. Why do you say that? You have to protect them. No. You have to protect yourself. Why? Because yataḥ, because vidyamanahi taihi. If you have your life, then sarvam bhūyo'pi dehinam. For a person with body and life, the other things can be acquired again, but not your life. If your life is lost and they are protected, what is the point for you to there? Right? So he says, tathāgaccha, moreover, yena kenapi upayena shubhenapya shubhena va uddaret dīyantāṃ samudro dharmācharet. Yena kenapi upayena shubhena api ashubhena va uddaret dīyantāṃ samudro dharmācharet. Yena kenapi upayena, with whatever means. They say hook or crook, right? With whatever means. Hook or crook? Yes. This is shubhena api ashubhena va. Whether it is a right or wrong, whether it's virtuous or wise, don't care. You have to, what should you do? Uddaret dīyantāṃ. You should have to protect yourself and lift your weak soul. Dīyantāṃ, weak self. You have to protect and lift your weak self. Now, samardhaḥ, then I can do anything? No. Your weak self, you have to protect. Samardhaḥ, when you become capable enough, then dharmācharet, you have to protect the dharma. I'll tell you a story. It's a story in Upanishads. A Brahmin travels from his village, which was in famine, very big problem. So no water, nothing. So he's traveling to another village, and he has not eaten anything. He is so weak. He is about to die. No water, and he can't see water anywhere, and nothing to eat. So he's about to die. He's in such a pitiable situation. Then he sees a Shudra, a person from a very lower strata, a lower class. So he asks him, do you have anything to eat? So he says, I have this urad dal, which is soaked in water. If you want, I can give. But I have eaten it. I have eaten from that vessel, so it is contaminated. So that is what is preventing me from giving it to you. Yes, don't worry about that. Give it to me. Okay. But I have eaten from that. Saliva contamination is there. It's ushchishta. It's okay, give it to me. So he takes handful and eats that soaked lentil. Okay. After eating that, he gets back his life. Now, that person, the other person who gave him this contaminated food, he says, I have some water also. I drank from this jug, but I have this water also. If you want, he says, what? Do you want me to drink your contaminated water? That man says, just now I gave you contaminated food. You didn't remember your dharma then? Now you are talking about dharma? He says, no, that was apatkala. If I didn't eat that food, then my life will not be there. But now I have regained a little bit of prana, strength. Now I can follow the dharma. If I don't follow the dharma now, that is adharma. So that is why he says, samartho dharma jet. Once you are capable, then you have to practice the dharma. Yo mayam kurute mudaha pranatyage dhanadishu tasya pranah pranashyanti tair nashtameva tat. Yo mayam kurute mudaha pranatyage dhanadishu tasya pranah pranashyanti taihi nashtameva tat. Yo mudaha, that idiot who pranatyage, at the situation, in a situation where your life will go, in that situation, dhanadishu mayam kurute, he is attached to the wealth, etc., as a I, mine, etc., the ego of the wealth. That fellow, tasya pranaha pranash, he will definitely die. Okay. Taihi nashtameva tat. If he loses his life, then what is the point of having the wealth? That is also lost as well, right? So, but though this is what is the truth, this is what should be done, we would not be studying these shastras today if it is not for our ancestors, the great people who were ready even to give up their life for the dharma. You have to remember that also now. Evam avidhaya damanakah karataka sakasham agamat. So after taking leave from him, Damanaka came to where Karataka was. So he came and sat with him. Karatakopi tam ayantam drishtva purvacha. Karataka, on seeing him returning back, asked him, Bhadra, dear, kim kritam tava patra bhavata? What did you do there? Because that's what he's, I do something. That's what he went. So he's now anxious. What did you do there? Damanaka said, mayā'sau nīti bija nirvāpanam kritam paratah deva vihita ayatanam. Mayā'sau nīti bija nirvāpanam kritam. I have implanted a technique, a secretive way. I have planted a secretive thing. Now, whatever is left is to be taken care of the God. Deva ayatanam means Deva vihita ayatam means whatever is the order of God. The rest should be taken care of God. But whatever I have to do, I have done. Uktañca, because it is said, what? Paramukhepi daivetra krityam karyam paschita atmadosha vinashaya svachittastambhanaya cha. Paramukhe api daive atra krityam karyam paschita atmadosha vinashaya svachittastambhanaya cha. Paramukhe api daive. Even if God is has turned away from you, means he is not in supportive way, he is not conducive, he has lifted his hands from you. Even then, Krutyam karyam paschita, intelligent person, a learned one, should perform his duties. Why? Even if I do, it's not going to produce any result. That's what you said earlier, right? So he says, Atma dosha vinashaya. For two reasons you have to do your duty. Atma dosha vinashaya, to destroy the defects in you. A. B. So chitta stambhanaya, to control your mind. For these two reasons you have to do your duty. Tathāgaccha. And moreover, udyoginam purusha simham upaiti lakshmihi daivam hi daivam iti ka purusha vadanti daivam nihatya kuru paurusham shaktya yatne krite yadi na siddhyati kotra doshah. Part of this idea was already said. He says, udyoginam purusha simham upaiti lakshmihi daivam hi daivam iti ka purusha vadanti. This was said already. Daivam nihatya kuru paurusham shaktya yatne krite yadi na siddhyati kotra doshah. Udyoginam purusha simham. Udyoginam, a person who puts effort. Who is purusha simham? A man lion. What's that? Actually, a person who puts effort is referred to as man lion. In reality, the male lion never does anything. It just sits there. The female lion is what does all the job. Okay. But here, Purusha Simha, then why you said Purusha Simha? Purusha Simha means Purusheshu Yaha Simha. Among the men, one who is a lion, meaning superior. Because we call lion the king. Right? So, one who is among the greatest among the men. That person who Udyoganam, who puts forth effort, to him, Upaiti Lakshmi, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, goes. She goes to him. Devam hi devamiti ka purusha vadanti. But the weak people, the lazy people, ka purusha, the people who are afraid to put effort, they will say, it's all God's will. It's all God's will. They will say only that. Devam nihatya, leave alone the God. Kuru paurusham atmanam, put your effort. Puru paurusham, your self-effort. You put that. Atma Shaktiya, whatever, with whatever energy, strength you have, put your effort. Yatne krute. After performing the effort, after performing your whatever you have to do, then yadina siddhyati. If still it doesn't happen, oh, I told you already. There is no point in wasting your time like that. Because kotra dosha, what is the defect? See, we already know it. It is impossible to gain. But after putting effort, if it is impossible to gain, still there is nothing lost, right? You put forth the effort, but nothing is gained. It's okay. So without putting effort, if you are going to say it will not, you don't even know will you be able to gain or not. So you have to put forth your effort. That's the idea. Karataka, after hearing this, Karataka says, Tat kathya, kīdrika niti bijam nīnubhaktam. He said, I have planted some idea. I have planted an idea. He said that. So he says, Tat kathya, tell me. Kīdrika niti bijam nīnubhaktam. What kind of idea did you plant in them? So he said, who? Daṇḍaḥ said, Maya anyonyam tabhyam mṛtyā prajalbanena bhedah tathāvihitaḥ yataḥ bhūyo'pi mantrayanto ekasthānasthitau na drakshyasi. In simple words, he has put beautifully. He says, Maya anyonyam tabhyam mṛtyā prajalbanena bhedah vihitaḥ. That's the idea. Let us say. So I have placed this idea in them by lying, adding lots of lies. Mithya prajalbanena, by adding lots of lies, I have separated them. Bhedaha vihitaḥ. I have separated them, I have split them. Yatha, how did I split them? Tathā vihitaḥ, I have split them in such a way, I did that in such a way, yatha bhūyo'pi, again, another time, mantrayanto ekasthānasthitau na drakshyasi, you will never be able to see them talking to each other in one place. That way I have split them. Karataka says, oh, na yuktam bhavatā vihitam. What you did is not right. Yad parasparam tau snehārdra hrudayo sukha ashrayo kopasagare prakshipto. Because what you did is not right. Because they were both having that much of love between each other, to each other. And sukha ashrayo, they were happy with each other. Them kopasagare prakshipto, you have thrown them in the ocean of anger. What you did is not right. Uktañca, because it is said, aviruddham sukhastham yo dukkhamarge niyojayet janma janmantare dukkhi sa narasya asamshayam. Aviruddham dukkhaस्थam yo dukkhamarge niyojayet janma janmantare dukkhi sa narah syat asamshayam. Aviruddham sukhastham, without any contradiction, they are happily existing in this world. Those people, dukkhamarge yo niyojayat, one who puts them in the path of pain, that fellow, sanaraha, that person, one who puts them in the people who are happy and content, them in a path of pain, that person, janma janmantre dukhi syat, he will be in a pitiable, sorrowful condition, life after life. Assumption, without doubt. People are happy. For your selfish motives, you try to break them and plant ideas against each other. That kind of person will never be happy in this life, and next life, whatever life that is. That is what the idea is. Okay, we'll see. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.